What's up, guys? This is Hitchy Good, your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer, and today we're discussing a very sad topic, and that is the state of Call of Duty, our beloved FPS franchise that filled hundreds of hours of late-night gaming sessions with our best friends, but now has really just been turned into a cash cow for Activision. But I want to tell you why I think CoD is not dying, and Activision isn't about to change, sadly. Now, we've seen this cycle before. A game comes out, it's half finished, there's massive bugs, there's even more predatory business practices, rampant and strict skill-based matchmaking, or possibly and probably engagement optimized matchmaking. But instead of fixing the problems, Activision just pushes out another bundle to entice another niche demographic of people to hop on and play, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans or Nicki Minaj fans or whatever. Play for as long as possible, spend as much money as possible, and then just move on. The cycle repeats itself every single year. Half-finished game, devs apologize, push microtransactions, fans get angry, fans vow never to play the game again, videos and tweets get blasted over the internet saying the franchise is dying, that Call of Duty is the worst state ever, the devs fix maybe one or two things on a list of about 100, the content creators pat them on the back for it and come rolling right back to play the game. And then the next installment of the franchise drops. Rinse, wash, repeat. Every single year. Now, I just want to address something real quick. Yes, I know this isn't Black Ops 6 gameplay in the background. I'll explain that just a little bit later. But for now, my main point in this video is that CoD isn't dying. And yes, I hate that it isn't. It's kind of bittersweet, though, because you hate to see such a beloved franchise just destroy itself and tear itself apart. But after all the years of backstabbing towards the fans and open and unrepentant displays of greed from Activision, you understand that this is what they deserve, and ultimately the franchise really should die for the good of the gaming industry. It should. Sadly, it's not, though, and here's why. Activision devs will never change because their player base will never change. No matter what rotten schemes they try to push, no matter how much AI is used in the game, no matter how many corners are cut, or how strict skill-based matchmaking is, Call of Duty players will always come back. And this proves itself. It actually proves itself because Activision has not changed their actions. Sure, I mean, I do understand. This particular chapter with Black Ops 6 is probably the worst we've ever seen in the franchise. Activision has completely lost every single player they gained from the launch of Black Ops 6 already. This usually doesn't happen until, kind of that summer lull hits and there's not that many updates and people are outside having fun. But here we are, right after Christmas, when sales and player counts should be going up. But now we see that half the player base has stopped playing, from 160,000 all the way to just 80,000 gullible players. Let's be honest. However, I do guarantee that the moment Activision just makes things a little bit better, content creators like Tim the Tatman, Iceman Isaac, Scump, Ninja, they're all going to hop back on. They're all going to patronize Activision again, not just with paying for skins, not just for playing the game, but exposing the game to hundreds of thousands and possibly millions of people, right? The problem is that the Call of Duty player base is filled with victims of Stockholm Syndrome. They love the punishment, they love the sweaty lobbies, they love the microtransactions, even though they say they don't. And the evidence lies in Activision's behavior, because Activision hasn't changed anything. They've even gotten worse. If the player base truly, if the large amount of the player base didn't like this stuff, Activision would change. They would be forced to. Now, I work in politics, and if you learn anything about the world in politics, it's that human nature never changes. After all, why clean your whole room if mom will let you play for 3 more hours if you just pick up your socks? Why would politicians pass good legislation if they can just create a task force to head up the possibilities of passing good legislation, and their citizens would now just leave them alone? And just like Activision, why work to fix everything in the game when you can just fix maybe 1 or 2 things, get all the content creators to hop back on, get your player counts back up, and use the time that you could have used to fix everything else to instead sit around and program AI algorithms to come up with your next DEI microtransaction skin that basically just prints money. So ultimately, and I really do hate to say this, it's the fault of COD's players. If the players are not willing to chastise the company and force change, change will not happen. Of course, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you're one of the hardcore fans of COD that probably just quit playing. You got to understand, the fans that I'm talking about are people who work all day, they come home, they sit down after dinner, maybe get an hour or two in, maybe 3 until their wife yells at them to get off the game, and they don't really think about all of these things of skill-based matchmaking. They don't think about the microtransaction. They're just there to unwind after the day, and it's a very small part of their lives. I understand if you're watching this, you're probably not that person. You really, truly enjoy CoD. But I just quit playing CoD. I stopped. I'm happier for it, to be honest. I'm like Michael Jackson sitting in the front row popping popcorn and just hanging out watching the controversy go down, watching CoD go down in flames. Unfortunately, it's not, you know. For me personally, I just go play the old games like Black Ops 2 and Battlefield 4, Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield 1, and I enjoy my time honing my skills where I actually get benefits for getting better. But unfortunately, getting CoD players to stop playing CoD is like getting me to cut out McDonald's entirely and stop drinking Mountain Dew. It's because Call of Duty is the junk food of gaming. You know it's bad for you. You know you're going to get frustrated by the skill-based matchmaking. You know you're wasting your money. And you know that you are sending your money to a corrupt and evil corporation. Yet, the person who does all these things, they're going to buy the game every single year and give permission to Activision to keep a steady course. Now, like I was saying, I know this isn't Black Ops 6 footage. I know that every single content creator complaining about this game usually has Black Ops 6 footage of them playing in the background while they try to convince you not to play. I don't have Black Ops 6 footage playing in the background right now because I don't play Black Ops 6. Even the most ardent haters of CoD, like Blame Truth and 8 Thoughts, they have this ilk playing in the background of their videos because they're still playing. So I'm here to tell you straight. Stop playing Call of Duty and stop rewarding Activision's bad behavior. The difference is, between me and these other content creators, I'm going to set the example, okay? I had some of the most fun I've ever had in Modern Warfare 2019, but by the time Modern Warfare 3 came out, I had enough and I completely refused to give them money. I think the straw that broke the camel's back, it began with skill-based matchmaking, and ultimately, whenever they pulled Nick Merck's skin from the store, that's it. I'm not giving you any more money. The thing is, at some point, and this goes for corporations, not in the gaming industry as well, we have to look at ourselves. We have to have some self-worth, right? We have to let it prick our conscience to reward companies like Activision for every bad thing they've done. So just think about it. What would one corporation have to do for you to say, I can no longer, in good conscience, give these people my money? In Activision's case, would it be the manipulative marketing? Would it be the skill-based matchmaking? Would it be Activision employees drinking their female co-workers' breast milk from the fridge? Maybe the cubicle crawls they would have in the office to harass female workers? Would it be Activision removing Nick Merck's skin from the store because he thought kids shouldn't be exposed to hypersexual themes in our public schools? And obviously Activision does. Would it be Activision putting trans pride bullets into the game just weeks after a trans person shoots up a Christian school? Or could it just simply be the current state of the game now? And if none of those things would convince you to stop funding their efforts, what would? And if none of those things made you stop patronizing Activision before, there's probably never any reason that you would stop patronizing them in the future. We are far too selfish nowadays, and I'm looking at myself talking about that too. We are craved for entertainment, starved for entertainment when there's entertainment all around us. We rationalize things. We tell ourselves, but my kids love Disney, so you rationalize giving money to a corporation that spent millions of dollars to lobby Florida legislators to allow public school teachers to talk to 7-year-olds about the LGBT agenda and whether they feel like a boy or girl on this particular day. It's the excuse of, I have to have my Stanley Cup and they only sell them at Target, when Target also sells tuckable swimsuits for little children. And it's, I'm going to get my COD fix no matter what. No matter what bad behavior my money encourages, no matter what kind of disgusting things my paycheck goes to allow, I'm going to do it anyways. The truth is, there are other games out there. Hell, download Plutonium and play some old school Modern Warfare 2 with the player base that's still there. Some Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. It's available. But my main point is, I want you to join me. Stop enabling bad companies to screw over their fans. Come play some older games, or games that don't disrespect their player base at every single moment, like Arrowhead, who made Helldivers 2. Those guys are freaking awesome. If we reward good behavior and punish bad behavior using the power of our dollar, we can change the entire industry. But the reason the industry is in the shape it's in now isn't Activision's fault. It's ours. Now let's make a difference and force some real change here. Now, if you love Call of Duty content, I am here to deliver. I've got a series of retro reviews where I go back, I play old Battlefield games and old Call of Duty games. Here at the very end, at the end card, I'm going to put two links down. One's for the Modern Warfare 2 retro review and the Black Ops 2 retro review, my two close to favorite videos I've done on the channel. But I hope you enjoy those and hope it brings a nice hit of nostalgia for you. Now, if you agree, or hell, if you like to argue and want to drive my videos up with angry comments, like and subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think I got wrong or what I got right. We have had an amazing past few months, and I want to give a shout out to Drake, the AR guy. He was in our stream this past week and dropped us our first couple ever super chats, which means a lot to me. Just to be doing this for 4 years and understand that maybe someone thought enough of my content creation to actually, you know, patronize it is absolutely amazing. Drake, I appreciate it, brother. Also want to give a shout out to Algal and Soko, also known as Sinako, who have been the top commenters on my channel for the last 4 years since I started. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. God bless. Hit you good out.